Welcome back to Speak Easy English with David. I am David, your English teacher, your guide, and your partner on this journey. I am so truly happy to sit down with you again today. Thank you for clicking on this video, and thank you for taking time to practice your English with me. Today, we are going to talk about a very common, exciting, and sometimes scary situation. We are going to talk about being lost in the city. In our lesson today, we are going to listen to a wonderful story about a young man named Tom. Tom goes to London for the very first time. He has a map on his phone, and he feels very confident. But suddenly, his phone battery dies. Poof! The screen goes black. Tom is completely lost in a massive, busy city. We will hear how he overcomes his fear, uses his simple English, and finds his way with the help of a kind stranger. As always, I am going to speak very slowly and very clearly. I will use very simple grammar and easy words so your mind can completely relax. You do not need to feel any stress, and you do not need to feel any anxiety. Just sit back, listen with a calm heart, and let the English words enter your mind peacefully. After the story, we will do our special repeat after me speaking practice. So, please, take a very deep breath in, let the air out slowly, and let's begin. It is a beautiful, crisp Tuesday afternoon in London. The sun is shining, but the air is cool. Thousands of people are walking quickly on the sidewalks. Red double-decker buses are driving down the streets. Black taxicabs are turning the corners. The city feels alive, energetic, and very big. A young man named Tom is walking down a sidewalk near a famous park. Tom is 26 years old. He has an excited face, curious blue eyes, and he is carrying a small brown backpack. Tom arrived in London yesterday morning. This is his very first international trip. He has a big dream to see the world. Today, Tom wants to visit a famous museum. The museum has old statues, beautiful paintings, and a giant glass roof. Tom is holding his smartphone in his right hand. He is using a digital map app. The app shows a clear blue line. The blue line tells Tom exactly where to walk. Turn right in 100 meters, walk straight for 5 minutes. Tom feels very safe. He thinks, technology is amazing. With my smartphone, I can never get lost. I don't need to worry about anything. Tom stops to take a photograph of a beautiful old church. Then, he takes a video of a red telephone box. He sends the photos to his mother and his friends back home. He is having a wonderful time. But then, Tom looks at the top corner of his phone screen. He sees a tiny red icon. The battery is at 2%. Tom startles.
Oh no. My battery is almost empty.
He tries to walk faster. He looks at the blue line on the map. But before he can memorize the next turn, the phone screen goes completely black. Tom presses the power button. Nothing happens. The phone is dead. Tom stops walking. He stands completely still in the middle of the busy sidewalk. People are walking past him on the left and on the right. They are moving fast. Tom looks around. He looks to the front. He looks to the back. He does not see the park anymore. He does not see the famous museum. He sees tall gray buildings, crowded shops, and unfamiliar street signs. He realizes a scary truth. Tom is completely lost. Tom feels a cold wave of anxiety in his chest. His hands feel a little bit sweaty. He thinks, where am I? Which way is the hotel? Which way is the subway station? I don't have a paper map. I don't know the name of this street. The negative voice of fear whispers inside Tom's head. Tom, you are in danger. You cannot speak English perfectly. If you ask for help, people will not understand your accent. They will think you are foolish. They will ignore you. Tom walks into a quieter side street to escape the crowded sidewalk. He sits down on a green wooden bench under a big tree. He takes a deep breath. And out calm. He remembers the words of his English teacher. If you get lost, do not panic. Take your time. Look for a friendly face. Tom looks at the people walking down the quiet street. He sees a businessman looking at his watch. The man looks very busy and stressed. Tom thinks, no, I will not ask him. He sees a group of teenagers laughing and talking loudly. Tom feels too nervous to approach them. Then, Tom sees an old woman walking a small, fluffy white dog. The woman is wearing a purple coat and a warm, beautiful smile. She is walking very slowly. She looks peaceful and kind. Tom takes a deep breath. He stands up from the bench. He decides to be brave. He walks toward the woman with the small dog. As he gets closer, his heart beats fast. He repeats the simple English phrases in his mind. "Excuse me, can you help me?" Tom stops 2 meters away from the woman. He smiles warmly and says clearly,
Excuse me. Hello.
The old woman stops. Her small dog wags its tail happily. The woman looks at Tom with gentle gray eyes.
Hello there, young man. How can I help you?
Tom feels a giant wave of relief because she is speaking kindly. He speaks slowly and uses very simple words.
I am sorry. My English is small. My phone is dead. And I am lost. I want to go to the famous history museum. Do you know where it is?
The old woman smiles brightly. She does not laugh at Tom's accent. She does not walk away.
Oh, the History Museum. Do not worry, my dear. You are not very far away. It is actually quite easy to find from here. You do not need a phone.
She points her finger toward the end of the quiet street.
Listen carefully. Walk straight to the end of this street. When you see a big bakery with yellow signs, turn left. Walk straight for 3 blocks. You will see a large train station. Pass the train station and turn right. The museum is a giant gray building with a big glass roof. You cannot miss it. Tom listens with deep attention. He visualizes her words in his mind.
But Tom wants to be absolutely sure. He decides to repeat the directions back to her to practice his understanding.
Let me check.
Tom says slowly.
I walk straight to the yellow bakery. Then I turn left. I walk 3 blocks to the train station. At the train station, I turn right. And the museum is there.
Perfect. Excellent English, young man. You understood everything beautifully.
Tom feels an incredible surge of happiness and pride in his heart. His English worked. He communicated with a real person in London, and she understood him perfectly. The fear and anxiety in his shoulders vanish completely. Tom says with a deep, sincere smile.
Thank you so much. You are very kind.
You are very welcome.
The woman replies warmly.
Enjoy the museum and enjoy our beautiful city. Have a lovely day.
Tom waves goodbye to the woman and her small white dog. He walks down the street with a strong, confident step. He feels like a new person. He walks straight. He finds the yellow bakery. It smells like fresh bread and sweet chocolate. He turns left. He counts the blocks carefully. 1, 2, 3. There is the large train station. He hears the sound of trains and announcements. He turns right. And suddenly, there it is. The famous History Museum. The giant gray building stands proudly under the blue sky, and its magnificent glass roof sparkles in the afternoon sun. Tom walks up the grand stone steps of the museum. He looks back at the busy city streets. He looks at his dead phone in his pocket. He smiles from ear to ear. He realizes a profound truth about his trip. Getting lost was the best thing that happened to him today. If his phone battery had not died, he would have looked at a digital screen the entire afternoon. He would have followed a blue line like a robot. He would never have spoken to the kind woman with the purple coat. He would never have discovered the beautiful, quiet side street. Tom sees that language is not about perfect grammar rules or big vocabulary test scores. Language is a bridge that connects one human heart to another human heart. Being lost forced him to cross that bridge. He knows that during his trip, he will probably get lost again. He will take the wrong bus. He will turn down the wrong street. And he will make more mistakes. But Tom is no longer afraid. He knows that with a simple phrase, a calm mind, and a warm smile. He can always find his way in the world, and every lost moment can become a beautiful story. Now, my wonderful friend, it is time for our repeat after me speaking practice. This is the moment where we unlock your speaking confidence and make your pronunciation clear and beautiful. Speak out loud in your room. Let your voice ring out with strength. Remember, practicing out loud trains your brain to speak English naturally without any anxiety. Let's practice together. Excuse me, can you help me? I am lost in this big city. My phone battery is completely dead. Walk straight and turn left at the bakery. The old woman has a very kind smile. People are very happy to help me. Thank you for your beautiful kindness today. I can ask for directions in English. I can ask for directions in English. Tomorrow I will explore a new street. Now, my friend, I am going to tell a short part of Tom's story again. This time, I will speak at a natural, slightly conversational speed. Do not worry if you miss a few individual words. Just relax your ears, trust your brain, and focus on the natural rhythm and melody of the conversational English sentences. Tom was a 26-year-old traveler exploring London for the very first time with a map app on his phone. While taking photos of an old church and a red telephone box, his phone battery suddenly died, leaving him completely lost among unfamiliar streets and crowded sidewalks. Feeling a wave of anxiety, he sat on a quiet bench, took a deep breath, and decided to look for a friendly face to ask for directions. He approached a kind elderly woman walking a small white dog and explained his situation using very simple English words. The woman smiled warmly and gave him clear directions to walk straight, turn left at a yellow bakery, and turn right past the train station. Tom repeated the directions back to confirm his understanding, successfully found the magnificent history museum, and realized that getting lost was actually a wonderful adventure that helped him build real speaking confidence. You did an absolutely magnificent job today. I am so incredibly happy and deeply proud that you stayed, listened to the story, and practiced your pronunciation with me until the very end of this entire lesson. You are a truly wonderful and dedicated student. Thank you so much for spending this peaceful, relaxing, and motivating time with me. David, here on Speak Easy English with David. If Tom's adventure brought confidence to your heart and helped you feel more comfortable about your English today, please click that like button right now. Your likes are incredibly powerful because they tell the YouTube algorithm to find this slow, gentle lesson and share it with thousands of other wonderful students across the world who want to learn English calmly and without pressure. Remember to share this video with a friend, a classmate, or anyone you know who is traveling soon or studying English. Let this story give them courage. And if you want to keep expanding your vocabulary, improving your listening comprehension, and building your real-world speaking confidence with me every single week, please click that subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. Keep practicing, stay calm, and always remember that every wrong turn can lead to a beautiful destination. I will see you in our very next lesson. Bye-bye.